Hey, what do it, y'all? Swish Entertainment putting y'all tuned to all y'all favorite rappers and celebrities alike. But first, I need a little favor done for y'all first. Please like, comment, subscribe to this video, hit the notification bell as well. That'd be great, so shit only put y'all tuned to this story. Now, today we will once again be talking about the defendants involved with the YSL Rico case investigation. Today, the sentences for both YSL members Rodalius Ryan and Damon Bullock were upheld by the Georgia Supreme Court. These two defendants originally have ties to the high-profile YSL Rico case, which was given its verdict on the day of December 3rd in 2024. The Georgia Supreme Court's decision would determine that the two defendants will be serving life in prison for the 2019 murder of Jamari Holmes and other crimes related to the homicide. In court documentation provided in the two defendants' cases, it was stated they were issued their convictions in connection to the murder of Jamari Holmes that had taken place on February 23rd in 2019. These two defendants, Rodalius Ryan and Damon Bullock, are being said to have been located at an apartment in Fulton County along with two other unnamed women. Those two women would end up inviting three individuals to the apartment, which would include the homicide victim, Jamari Holmes. A drug exchange for marijuana was expected to be carried out once the three individuals would arrive at the apartment. Once the three individuals had arrived at the apartment, they were being said to have paid for the drug exchange, in which they would begin waiting for the marijuana to be given to them. Sadly, as they would await the drug deal's completion, they would end up being ambushed by gunfire by two individuals. Based off of evidence provided at the defendant's court trial, both Ryan and Bullock had discharged their firearms at the victim's vehicle, which would strike Jamari Holmes in the head and unfortunately end his life. Ballistic evidence would have investigators confirm that the shots had came from two firearms, one being a rifle. Those that were involved with witness testimony, which would include one of the two women that were present at the apartment alongside Ryan and Bullock when they had set up the three victims to meet up for a scheduled drug deal. The two survivors had also made the decision to testify, being suggestive that both Ryan and Bullock were the shooters. Both defendants, Rodalius Ryan and Damon Bullock, will end up being convicted of aggravated assault, malice murder, and other related charges in the year of 2021. Both defendants had made an attempt to appeal their convictions, having made allegations that there were procedural errors that were made during the trial. They would also accuse the court of having provided ineffective assistance of counsel. The Georgia Supreme Court, in response to the appeals made by the two defendants, will end up determining that there were no means for establishing a reversal. The court will end up making their conclusion based off of evidence provided against the defendants, which will include incriminating messages sent between the defendants, eyewitness testimony, and ballistics, which will be perceived as sufficient enough for the jury to reach a final verdict, which was released this morning. Now, the defendants, Rodalius Ryan and Damon Bullock, were originally indicted in the year 2022 in the YSL Rico case. This YSL case will have 28 YSL members being investigated for their potential involvement with gang activity. One defendant in Rodalius Ryan will end up pleading guilty to conspiracy under the RICO Act. His sentence of 10 years will be commuted to time served, which would align with his life sentence. So with a verdict having been determined, three defendants currently remain in the YSL investigation, and jury selection is expected to commence on the date of March 3rd. These last three defendants are expected to face their allegations in the second YSL trial. Well, yeah, let's go. Cap us anything on y'all things in the comments. What do you guys think of these defendants having finally been given their verdict for an illegal act that they committed dating all the way back to the year 2019? Are you guys surprised to see that the Georgia Supreme Court had made the decision to open up a second YSL trial after having completed the first YSL Rico trial investigation? And to cap that off, what outcome do you think awaits the three remaining defendants in the upcoming second YSL trial? Let all that be known in the comments, y'all. That's gonna do it. I'm out.